My name is Benjamin Nyaware, and I would like to address the young people of this country, especially the Gen Z generation, on the issue of our fellow comrade and amazing Member of Parliament that Kenyans all love and are wondering what is the next step that he's going to take. On the issue of Babu Owino, I want to tell the young people of this country that Babu Owino, last year in 2025, we saw clearly that Babu Owino was not part and parcel of the Finance Bill 2025. We also saw a leader by the name Didi Nyoro, the Member of Parliament for Kiharu. He was not part and parcel of the Finance Bill 2025. As well as the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, they were not part and parcel. Also, like-minded members of parliament, like Peter Selassie, were not part and parcel. We are saying this to the young people of this country. We want you to come out in mass numbers in 2027 and make a stand statement that you are ready to change the politics of this country. We want to transform the politics of this country from individual-based politics to now issue-based politics. And I want to speak on the issue of Babu Owino. Babu Owino, the Member of Parliament of Embakasi East, is a Member of Parliament who we all look up to as comrades and young people of this country. And we like to say this: we are seeing frustrations that Babu Owino is being frustrated by a party known as ODM. We are saying this, that Babu Owino has been a loyal confidant of ODM party throughout his political journey. And Babu Owino was mentored by Raila Amolo Odinga, the late Raila Amolo Odinga, who we all respect as a nation. And that was clearly demonstrated when it was announced that the former Prime Minister is no more. And therefore, we are telling the leadership of ODM that all this time that Babu Owino has been ODM, he has never been recognized and given any position within the party. And Babu Owino is a wave. Babu Owino cannot be underrated. Babu Owino is loved by all communities, irrespective of whether he's a Luo or not. And whether you are telling us Babu Owino is an Indian, that is not our concern. And that is not our interest. We are looking at leadership. We are moving our politics. We are transforming our politics from individual-based politics to now issue-based politics. We are transforming our politics from tribalism now to looking into leaders who are able to transform this country. And that's why I want to tell the young people of this country, let us register in high numbers and make a stand statement in 2027. I would like to tell Babu Owino, if you feel frustrated within the ODM party, we are telling you as young people, we are ready to support you. And we are going to mobilize many youths to come out and register as voters. Because if we do not register as voters, we will continue to be coerced into funny and shoddy kind of politics, where the politicians wamezoea kutumia vijana wetu vibaya. Kwa hivyo tunasema hivi, Babu Owino, the super Member of Parliament, we are telling you, you are even beyond becoming a governor of Nairobi County. You are beyond that stage. We are looking at Babu Owino as a national leader, as a national figure, somebody who can be the president of the Republic of Kenya. And therefore we are telling Babu Owino, if you feel frustrated within the ODM party, because we want the young tanks right now to emerge, because we want a future for this country. We cannot work with the people. You are telling us that which political experience is this? People are telling us about political experience. Babu Owino has already experienced enough with Raila Amolo Odinga. So what is this other political experience? Because all of you have been fathered by Raila Amolo Odinga. So what are you telling Babu Owino, that he has no political experience, that he is a child and such things? Therefore, we are telling the ODM party, we respect Dr. Oburu Odinga. We respect the organs of the party. We respect the deputy party leaders. We respect the chair lady, Governor Gladys Wanga, and the entire leadership of ODM. But we are saying you must respect the Juogi. The Juogi right now is evidently seen through Babu Owino. You can just see how people are behaving. Babu Owino did not have to speak in Beryl Chieng's funeral. We just saw that just by a mere mention of Babu Owino's name through Winnie Odinga, we saw how the crowd erupted. And therefore, we are telling these people, the same way when Raila Odinga was beginning his politics, people did not recognize him. People were saying he's not politically experienced. But Baba Raila Odinga emerged to become the king of not only the Luo community, but the entire country. Therefore, we are telling these people that you must respect Babu Owino. And with the young people of this country, the Gen Z, as the Gen Z spokesperson, the young people of this country love Babu Owino. And we will not allow anybody to intimidate Babu Owino, because we are seeing a great leader in Babu Owino. And therefore, we are telling the young people of this country, let us come out in mass numbers and register as voters. 2027, we want to change this country. And it is not an issue of whether it is 1 term or 2 term. That is not important. That is not important for us. We cannot allow the opposition to use a narrative of which we created last year on June 25th. We are the ones who came out on the streets and were demanding for the finance bill to be withdrawn. And therefore, the united opposition cannot use a slogan of 1 term, of which the young people of this country created. And yet, they are not telling us of solutions of how they are going to change this country. Therefore, I am telling the united opposition, if you don't have a solution for this country, if you don't have an agenda, as the president said, it's not that we are supporting the president, but the president is right when he says the united opposition has no agenda. Because everywhere they go, they just say Kasongo 1 term must go. So we are wondering, is Kasongo 1 term must go as is that a manifesto for this country? So we want issue-based politics. We want to transform this country. And whether William Ruto goes or not, we must transform this country. And therefore, we are telling the young people of this country, let us not be coerced into shoddy politics and cheap politics, which is being done by the politicians, especially those that are in the opposition who are very desperate. They are very desperate. They were looking for a leeway of how they are going to be able to attract the Kenyan people. We are not going to allow you to use William Ruto's name to now have your own political benefits. Therefore, we are telling the young people of this country, in 2027, we are ready to transform this country. And we will not allow anybody to touch Babu Owino. And we have marked, wale wabunge ambao walipitisha mambo ya finance bill, we have marked you. The people who were part and parcel of creating shoddy laws for this country, we have seen you. And we are telling you, as much as those who are saying Ruto must go, if Ruto must go, then all the members of parliament who supported the finance bill, who voted yes, if you know you voted yes, you're going home. Those people we know who did vote yes was only Babu Owino, Didi Nyoro, and Peter Salasia. The rest of you are going home in 2027. We want to clear the 13th parliament. The 13th parliament has been the worst parliament ever experienced in the history of this country. And therefore, we are saying this, as the young people of this country, we want transformative politics for the people of our country. And therefore, I'm telling my fellow countrymen, the people of the Republic of Kenya, in 2027, we are going to change the politics of this country. Thank you very much.
Okay, in mention by names,
yes.
How many MP as a Gen Z do you have in hand that you should send them by mentioning them?
We have so many members of parliament. First of all, the illiterate ones, the academic dwarfs. We have so many members of parliament who have never passed any bills or brought any bills before the corridors of parliament. As a member of parliament, you're supposed to oversight the government. And we are seeing members of parliament are being used by the executive, like those of Peter Kaluma, those of Oscar Sudi, the illiterate members of parliament, who we don't even understand whether they attended school because of the things we hear they say. There's a member of parliament who said that if he had authority, he would have killed how many Gen Zs? Farah Maalim. Farah Maalim, this member of parliament, will be a one-term member of parliament. And irrespective of whether he has served how many terms, we do not care. But such characters cannot be allowed to sit at the helm of parliament where we are supposed to be legislating serious issues for the people of this country. And the politics of goonism and the politics of buying the young people of this country, giving them tokens of 200 shillings, 500 shillings to fight other people, we are not going to allow. Therefore, the young people of this country, I am encouraging you. I am encouraging you to vote for leaders who have an agenda for this country, leaders who have integrity. And it is not a must the Gen Zs take that mantle and leadership within the corridors of government. But we are looking for also people who have integrity and are ready to transform this country. And therefore we are saying, we as the young people of this country, we are seeing characters from the opposition that are not aligning with what we want for this country. Somebody like Rigathi Gachagua is a tribalist. Somebody every day is talking about one community, talking about that they have a higher population than the other regions. We know that the people of Mount Kenya are the majority in this country. And that one, no one is disputing that. But we are saying we must have a collective agenda for the people of this country. You cannot be telling Kenyans that 50% of government should be given to the people of the mountain. Then what will happen to the other community? What will happen to other communities? So we are telling these politicians not to sell tribalism. And therefore, we are telling Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who we truly believe in and has walked the journey of integrity. I've never had a single day where Kalonzo Musyoka is involved in any scandals. And if there be, it is very few. Therefore, I am saying this. We are telling Kalonzo Musyoka to charter a new way of how he is going to take over the mantle and leadership of this country. But we are saying this as the young people. We are ready to support anybody who has an agenda for this country. And if President William Samoei Ruto will come up with ways in which he is going to improve the lives of Kenyans in this country, we will still give him a chance to change this country. Therefore, we cannot continue to crucify one individual by the name William Samoei Ruto. The problems of this country did not begin with President William Ruto. So let us not sacrifice one individual by the name William Ruto because we want to selfishly benefit other people who appear to name themselves as the United Opposition, who have been in the government ever since. All these people have been in the government. They've been given a chance. And now that President William Ruto is at the helm of leadership, they want to sacrifice one individual by the name William Ruto. It is not that we are supporting William Ruto. I want to tell the young people of this country, can we see what these people are trying to do? These people are trying to sacrifice one person by the name William Samoei Ruto, who is the president of this country. The President William Samoei Ruto is not a parliamentarian. I want to tell the people of this country, President William Ruto is at the helm of the leadership of this country. But he's also accountable for some things. But we must understand that there's a system, there's a chain of leadership. There is the executive, there is the legislature, there is the judiciary. And the legislature makes laws in this country. Whether the president pays them or not, they should have integrity. If a president brings a bill to the corridors of parliament, the parliamentarians should sit down and understand this kind of bill. And if the bill is wrong for the people of this country, it's going to damage the lives of these people of this country, the members of parliament should have their own brains to think and say that this bill, we cannot table a bill that will hurt the people of this country. Therefore, also as you blame President William Ruto, as the young people are blaming President William Ruto as the worst president ever in the history of this country, they should also blame the members of parliament. The members of parliament who are passing shoddy bills in the corridors of parliament. Therefore, we are saying, as the young people, we will not allow you to sacrifice one person by the name William Ruto. If Ruto must go, then the 13th parliament must also go. Then that's what we're telling Kenyans. Let us not sacrifice one individual because of political mileage. And therefore, we are telling the opposition, if you have no agenda for this country, please pave way for the Gen Zs to create a force which will be a third force. It is either going to be a third force or going to counter this KK government. And therefore we are saying we are not going to allow the United Opposition to use the young people of this country. Thank you very much.